What's up, Salsa Gang? So today we gotta talk about something that's been happening in the Roblox tower defense scene, and yes, we're talking about UTDX and Anime Vanguards. Because right now, versus tower defense X is going. And before we actually get too far into this video, I want every single you guys is currently watching. If you're not subscribed, I am currently at 720 subscribers, which means we're 280 subscribers away from doing a giveaway. Honestly, y'all, if I wake up to 1K, honestly, no, I want to say wake up to 1K. If I get to 1K within less than 24 hours of this video, I would give away my Diablo to one of you guys. Honestly, I would do that. On everything, I would do that if I get to 1K under 24 hours of this video. But yeah, let's go to continue back in the video. Crazy why Anime Vanguards feel like it's starting to slow down. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So today, the update was like 100K. Anime Vanguard's 36K. I think it's like now in the 29K now. And before anybody says I'm just hating on Anime Vanguards, I'm not. Like, I still love AV. Like, Anime Vanguards, that's my go-to. I was hating on the fact that, you know, UTDX was a thing and it's like becoming more popular than Anime Vanguards because of how much time they actually put into their games. But look, we got to be honest for real. UTDX is doing a lot of things right now that Anime Vanguards needs to pay attention to. Like, look, bro, they're low-key cooking. The biggest thing UTDX has going for it right now is it's just how active the game feels. Like, I actually feel very happy to play this game. Kind of similar to like how Anime Ventures was. And y'all know that feeling, bro. That's like nostalgia right there. The updates feel short, simple, and consistent. It feels like every time you hop on, there's something new being added, whether that's new units, new mechanics, more trait rerolls, or just more stuff to grind for. And that's important because in these Roblox anime tower defense games, players need a reason to keep coming back. Anime Vanguards, if the game goes too long without anything being fresh, people start to get bored fast. Like, they just keep adding the same thing. So really it's just a micro simulator where you just micro for the units and then you get off and just hop on something different. And that's generally like what I feel like UTDX is, generally winning at right now, is that, the game actually feels fresh and fun. They're dropping a lot of units per update. They seem to be updating weekly or every other week. The game just feels more alive at the moment. And another big thing is the guild system. Y'all, look, when Anime Vanguard's guild first dropped, I'm telling y'all, it was, oh God, it was buns. I'm gonna just say it was trash. There should be no reason that the only thing we could do was war. And the thing is, we could do nothing else to earn guild points. Like, that's trash. That's not good. And the second thing they added was like different ways for you to earn guild points and like upgrade, the guild thing. Like, you can earn like more coins, you can earn like more trait rolls, you can like do like a certain percentage on legend stages. I feel like they didn't really do too much. And then like UTD's been on a third update and their guild system is crazy. Like, on here you can have personal base. People in your guild can join your personal base and y'all can interact with the base together. You can farm materials inside the base, you can customize it, you can even upgrade the guild cap, which I feel like that's crazy by itself. That makes the guilds feel more like than just a leaderboard or a name above your head. It actually feels like you're building something with your group. Like, y'all, that's everything right there. And for games like this, that matters a lot because that's more connected players feel to their guild and the more likely they are to keep playing. And then you also got the trait rerolls. UTDX gives a lot of trait rerolls. Like, they give a lot. I honestly thought this was gonna be the reason why they was gonna die, because of how many trait rerolls they give. Like, every time they do like a small update, they give like hundreds on top of hundreds of rerolls. I feel like that's something Anime Vanguards need to, I don't know if they need to do that. I feel like that could kill a game if they do it too much, but at the same time, they need to add more ways to get trait rolls besides how they reworked Odyssey. Like, in Anime Vanguard, sometimes it feels like you grind forever just to get a small chance at something good, but in UTDX, it feels like the game gives you more chance to actually progress and improve your units. That doesn't mean everything is perfect, but it does make the game feel more player friendly. And honestly, UTDX is also adding mechanics that feel different. Like, I'm gonna use this as an example. This is an example. So Luffy Gear 5. I don't know if a lot of y'all recognize the little platform they added whenever they showed like Luffy Gear 5. He had like different ways you can upgrade and everything. Y'all, that came from Balloon Tower Defense. That's a peak game. It's up there with Battle Cat. I think Battle Cat's like the most popular, but I'm gonna put Balloon Tower Defense over that. Balloon Tower Defense is like a perfect game. And this is like where a lot of these games like coming from. This is like the kind of game they're coming from. Because like on there, you can upgrade certain units a certain way you want to upgrade them. Each upgrades actually make them, progress in a different form. It's actually like really cool if you actually like, look into it. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why people are enjoying that game specifically right now in UTDX. It doesn't just feel like another copy and paste anime tower defense game. It actually feels like they're at least trying to add their own, their own twist almost. And when you compare it to Anime Vanguards right now, you kind of see why people are starting to feel bored. Anime Vanguard updates do take a very long time, and I understand that longer updates usually mean bigger updates, but sometimes when the update finally drops, it feel like the content can be like completed way too fast. Like I should not be completing the update in a matter of 24 hours. I should not have the hardest unit that there is to get within 5 minutes. Like that should not be a thing. Like you wait all this time, grind, everything in a day or two, and then you're right back waiting again for the next update. I don't like doing that. And UTDX is like, they're doing it different. They're adding stuff constantly, yo. And like that's the big problem they're having right now, because if the wait is too long, the content needs to last at least. And right now, a lot of AV updates don't feel like they last for very long. Another issue is the main issue. This is another like really big issue, is the events. Some events feel like, they stay around for too long, and I'm going to use, Gogeta as an example. They've been doing a little bit better since then, but Gogeta event lasted like basically half a year. Like I'm not being dramatic. It lasted basically half a year. That's probably why he's not really worth anything, because of that. At first it's cool because everybody is grinding, trying to get the new units, trying to get the rewards, but at a certain point it starts to feel very repetitive. Like it's the same thing over and over again. You log in, grind the same thing, micro overnight, check your rewards, and repeat. That can kill the fun after a while, I'm not gonna lie to you, because at that point you're just logging in to do a micro simulator. Another thing is how Anime Vanguards is dealing with is power creep, because every update it feels like the next unit has to be stronger than the last one. Like that should not be a thing. There's no reason that who can I use as an example? Like there's no reason that Naruto should be stronger than Broly. Like that's not canon. He's not beating Broly. There's no reason that he should be stronger than Broly. That just doesn't make any sense. Like I get it, I understand it, because new units need fuel, hype. Nobody wants to grind for a unit that's weak. But if every update is just new unit is broken, old unit is outdated, then eventually it starts making the game feel less exciting. Instead of players being excited about different teams, different builds, and different strategies, it just becomes about chasing whatever the newest broken unit is. And that can really hurt the game in long term. But here's the thing. I don't think Anime Vanguards is dead, y'all. I don't think it's dying. I think this might be its like reawakening, y'all. This might be its reawakening. I actually think UTDX blowing up could be the best thing that can happen to Anime Vanguards. The best thing that can happen to it. Because for a long time, Anime Vanguards didn't really have that much competition. It was kind of, sitting at the top of Roblox anime tower defense space, for a while. Like nothing could really touch it. And when a game, doesn't have real competition, there's less pressure to improve fast. But now with UTDX pulling crazy numbers and getting so much attention, AV has a reason to lock in. They actually have a reason to actually drop bangers after bangers after bangers. And you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of what happened with Overwatch. When Overwatch 2 came out, a lot of people were very disappointed for the promises they made, all that kind of stuff. If you played Overwatch and you was actually in the community, you understand what I'm saying. And the game started getting a lot of criticism. Then Marvel Rivals came around and gave people another opinion. Well, not opinion, I mean option. And even though that competition hurt Overwatch at first, it also forced the game to improve. And that same thing could happen with Anime Vanguards. UTDX might be the wake-up call AV needed. If Anime Vanguard starts dropping faster updates, better quality of life changes, more fun events, and better system to handle power creep, then this competition could actually help the game in the long run, if y'all see what I'm saying. Because AV still has a lot going for it. The game still has a loyal player base, the units are still hyped, the game has a clean style, and whenever Anime Vanguard drops a big update, people still gonna come back. They still come back regardless. So I don't think it's impossible for AV to bounce back, but they can't ignore what's happening right now. Because UTDX is giving players something fresh, something new. It's giving creators more content to make. It's giving players more reason to grind, and it's giving tower defense community something new to talk about. As a content creator, that matters too. With UTDX, there's a lot of content potential right now. You can make unit showcases, noob to pro videos, guild videos, beginner guides, update videos, mechanic breakdowns, and comparison videos. The game just gives creators a lot to work with. With Anime Vanguards, when updates are too far apart, creators start running out of ideas. Like honestly, I got my own little system going on, so I'm not really running ideas. I'm just talking about like other people in general. That's why you see so many videos turned into the same type of content. That content can still be good, but the game has to keep giving creators and players fresh stuff to talk about. Now, I do think UTDX has one big issue that could hurt it long term. And listen, y'all, this is what hurts a lot of anime games on the platform. And that is ding, 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 DMCA. So Anime Vanguards, you know, had an issue with this like a little bit in the past, but like the way they're going about it, they're still making the units look like how they're supposed to look. We can't say the same for UTDX whenever they actually get a DMCA strike, which they will, because like they're getting popular. They're going to get a strike. They're going to get it. Their units look just like the characters. They're going to get one no matter what. It's going to happen. It just matters on how they actually do their remodels and how fast they're updating. I highly doubt they'll be able to keep up with that. So, you know, that actually might, you know, that might actually kill the game.